Alrighty. Hello, everybody. We're just gonna jump right into it. Hopefully, it saved where I left off because I didn't press the save button. And look at that, it did. Alright. So, we're gonna start right away with the map. Okay, I feel like I should use the walk for something. Perhaps not. Old man of Coniston looks out across the lake with blind eyes. The old man. His mind wanders with the current, floating gently southwards to the fort. The heavens open up as I reach the fort. I take a moment to pause and listen to the sound of water on water. I'm soaked through, but my spirits are high as I return home. I am not empty-handed. 2 new plants today. What? Were you supposed to use these on the plants, or... Insects make the salt marshes uninhabitable. People stay away, and not much grows there, but I know where to find an unusual plant. I have drawn you a map in case you decide it's worth your time. Always worth my time. Okay. Should I, like, hold this up? Should I go with, like, right here? We'll give it a try. Worst that happens is I'm wrong. The air is thick with flying, biting insects and unbearable plague. I fight against it for mere moments before I'm overwhelmed. If only I had some blue winter to keep them at bay. Ooh. This is not a plant that we have yet. Interesting. We're gonna have to leave. Gonna have to leave and come back. Thank you for your help and discretion earlier. The Sisterhood is grateful, but the news that the Arda was poisoned with gilded dendra has everyone worried. A temporary acting Arda is panicking. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but one of the sisters has gone missing. A runaway called Thea that we took in a few years ago. We're trying to find her, and Sister Charlotte remembered that the Jacobsworth plant is said to help locate people. People tend to be drawn to the unusual flowers of the Jacobsworth, but the leaves that have the most interesting property. As I said, they will point the way towards any person you wish to locate and have been used successfully to find many lost wanderers out in the fells. Yeah, I don't really have any other plants that have those types of leaves, so I'm automatically going to go with this one. I think it's pretty. I think it's a pretty plant. My shelves are getting full. Read about a wonderful sounding ornamental plant, but my book didn't say what it was called or where to find it. It has curled leaves and a dark blue flower. I'm gonna go with this one. Short and simple. We've had our eye on you for some time now. Join us. Raise the Dendru. Oh boy. We represent a group called the Seeds of Redemption. Your expertise would be very useful to us, and we have much to offer in return. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Sadgill Church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us. Praise the Dendru. Let's go exploring. Okay, we're looking for the Sadgill Church. Well, there's Sadgill. So I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that it's in Sadgill. The church isn't hard to find in the small hamlet of Sadgill. This must be the place. St. John's Abbey. Pretty sure I've already done that one. I've done as you requested. Still wanna figure out what this is. I think I'm gonna have as property of uncovering. She's back! I have returned from Swinside. I must admit I was hoping for more to go on, but there were certainly signs of a ritual having been performed at the stone church. And the poor victim, well, the less said about him, the better. Reuben had it right, though. Grisly. I have the beginnings of a theory, but I'd like to run some tests on a sample of gilded Endra. I think that's another one that we've already... Oh, it's not. Do not drink the sap of plants. Poison is so potent that even touching the leaves can be painful. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's you. My aunt died 2 weeks ago, and I inherited her house. Oops, sorry. Something. I have been sifting through her possessions, and last night I found something unusual. In a forgotten corner of the attic, I found a coffin. More unusual still, it was bound by strong vines. So strong, I could not cut into them. Wow. I immediately thought of your shop. You know about plants, right? For some reason, I'm yawning so much. I don't even know why. Okay. Sometimes called the Everheart, the pink flowers of the royal Gentia are made up of 2 large kidney-shaped petals. One of the few known ways to release the bind of swift snare is to apply paste created from the sap of the royal Gentia. Okay. This I want to know what I'm supposed to, like, use this for. Those nachos apparently did make me sleepy. Before she left, she returned to her hiding place and carefully retrieved the book, her excitement building as she did. She couldn't articulate what was so alluring to her about the book, but now it had been an obsession. Did you decide to stream? We got a minute. 5 miles south of the tallest but one. Grows in peace in the midday sun. My first thought is a tree. 5 miles south, but the tallest one. Five miles south of the tallest but one. The tallest but one. Grows in peace in the midday sun. My mind goes to a tree because that grows in the sun. My other thought is that it's a mountain, but no. I feel like this is like a riddle with Google. I mean, there's numbers. Okay, it has to be because there's numbers here. Like 393. Okay, so the tallest but one. So not the tallest. 978. 902 is pretty. 902. Is there anything higher than 902 except for 950, 978? I don't think so. So I'm going to go with this one, and we'll see. Dense fog obscures my way. I stumble out into the great slab, a tilted sheet of rock that seems to slope off into the abyss below. Moss, lichen, and tufts of grass flourish in the cracks, but little else. Oh no. So that was the wrong one. Okay. I was able to strip away the swift snare's vines and lift the lid, with more than little trepidation, I'll admit. To my relief, but also disappointment, the coffin contained nothing but dust. Maybe she was just into collecting stuff from the macabre, I don't know. At least that's what I thought at first, but when I looked closer, I discovered a golden amulet embedded in the gray ash. On the back of the amulet is an inscription that says, "With Solomon's scepter I awake." Solomon's scepter, that's a plant, right? Doesn't sound like a plant. Also known alarmingly as Hell's Gate. Oh, we're going to be opening some dark portals here. And sometimes Solomon's scorn. The flowers of this plant are commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic practices. Many sweet-smelling flowers grow along the stems. I just think that yeah, I shouldn't give them to you. Part of me does wish that there's an option to, like, say no. Flowers of the plant. Many sweet-smelling small flowers grow along the stem. Perhaps this one. This one has a lot of small flowers. I would say so. Yay. Gotta put this up over here. I heard a shepherd got killed by some wild beasts up near this Windside Stone Circle. They said it slaughtered half its flock as well. People around here don't seem too bothered, but it's got them panicked down Foxfield Way. Kentmere Eye. Shouldn't say it like an accent. Kentmere Eye. Kentmere Eye. That's it. Kentmere Eye. Kentmere Eye. Kentmere. talking about like the eye of the mountain? Let's give it a go. There are more important things I could be doing back at the shop. Wow, way to yell at me. Should have just stuck with the city. Well, this is getting interesting. I was able to confirm that it was indeed Gildedendra that was used at the Swindale ritual site. And that's a worrying sign. It's a plant that is used in several of the darker incantations. And it can't be a coincidence that the very same plant was used to poison Arda. There must be a connection between this other murder and the Sisterhood. I need some mental clarity to think it through some more. Some maiden's sorrow would help a lot. Rubbing the soft leaves of this plant between one's finger and thumb is said to help prevent the mind from wandering, providing a focusing effect. The flowers of this plant droop mournfully, but it is the thorns along its stem that are thought to lend its name. I know which plant you're talking about. It is indeed this one. Yes, indeed. To go on an adventure. We're going to the actual city. Let's try this out. I descended to a pleasant valley where the village of Kentmere is situated. On my way back, I passed the Brock Stone, or Badger Rock, which has always been popular with local children who challenge each other to scramble up the craggy sides. I make a beeline to the village church, St. Cuthbert's, which is sheltered by an ancient yew tree. There are many plants to admire amongst the headstones and tombs, but sadly nothing extraordinary for me to find today. Okay, I'm gonna guess then it's probably like the eye of the river. Let me get back here. What are some plants? You can go back room. Let's explore. And let's try this square. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe there's our little thingy or anything. What is this? My heart just racing. Do I have to be in this mode to see it? You are no help. Is there anything over here? Anything on? This way. Did I press the wrong one? Let's try this one more time before we take a customer. I'm pretty sure it is this, but did I just have it lined up wrong? Right onto the square. And then would it be this square? Oh, look at that. From Kensington, we follow the bearing of the eye and end up in a small forest north of Kendall. The woods are thick with briar and brambles, but amongst the tangled growth is a flower flourishing. Okay, we're gonna. So this one's done. We're done with this for now. So here for like a second, and we'll handle it. It looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to Blackcomb. Verona noticed something at Swinside's site that had me pondering. A piece of slate with a symbol drawn on it in black. Can't think of anywhere else around there that you would have gotten that slate from. That and Bradley Miller keeps insisting that he saw something up at Blackcomb. Then again, Bradley Miller does claim that fairies stole his wheelbarrow. If I'm going to spend the night out in the hills, I want to take some eyebright with me. Wouldn't have anyone sneaking up on me in the dark. Another thorny plant. Try not to touch it too bright with the color of thorns. They will do no lasting damage, but they contain a small amount of venom that will cause severe pain days after. A plant that only grows in the south and warmer climates, where they call it growth after a long dead king, known to improve eyesight even in the darkest of places. Just because I have the page, does that mean that I have the plant? Sir, I don't think I have this for you. Place called Wolf. See a place called Woods. There's something that also just. No, wait, there's a castle down. Didn't that description say something about. Let me look at it. Nope, come on. Plant element that they call after a long dead king. What happens if I travel there? Let's give it a try. Houston Castle. No. have this plant. Which means that either one of these two are it. I don't have anything else with thorns on it that's not labeled. I need to water new plants. Remember what it was. Let's try this one again. And I think what I did wrong here is I clicked on the mountain and it specifically says 5 miles south. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. The forest here is lush and vibrant. The bird song feels enchanting like the call of sirens, nestled in the undergrowth of the shade of birch tree. A plant grows. It does not have thorns on it. To go to this one. Where do you guys see this was again? It's kind of further up against it. Winter boar. Okay, I need to find winter boar. Why did I say I didn't have that before? Also known as blue aloe or blue winter after its cool blue-gray flowers. Winter boar is a hardy plant often found growing in extreme cold environments. I'm going to say probably this one that's blue-gray. Hey, look, it's a plant that has thorns on it. Okay. This one is the plant that you are looking for, sir. We are going to move all the way down. Archive you. Never stop craving an undermere. You have a reputation in town for knowing about unusual plants. I need some gray sandfire. Nobody around here seems to even know what I'm talking about, but I'm hoping I'm in the right place now. Okay. the tough outer bark, which is useful, which has many useful properties. Some chew on it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it because it has unpleasant. So this one's like not really a fungi like I thought it was. But you would fungi anyways, right on the end here. Nope. She felt free, but it wasn't long before the reality of her situation began to take its toll. She stole food when she was hungry and slept in makeshift shelters, not knowing where she was going, not caring. Eventually, she made her way to Grisdale Forest. Oh, I think we're telling the story of the coven. Okay. Let's go ahead and try and figure this one out. Lowick to Ilgilhead. Alright, where is Lowick? Ilgilhead. Okay, so that's here. And Foxfield to Crinkle Crags is here. Can I draw an X? So it's gonna be like there. Nope. Did I miss something on that card? I'm gonna try this spot next, I think. And if not, then I'm gonna try Torver. Maybe it's talking about the town where that house is. Or maybe I'll just try the house next. I don't know. It has a house on the card. And the house matches, so I feel like... No, I should have just gone with my gut. Alright, I'll take a customer. Let me wait. You are wise to pledge your support to the seas of redemption. Oops, sorry. Together, we are stronger. Now that the Dendru has awoken, the redemption is upon us. It is a glorious time. Our deeds will be remembered for 1,000 years. Those of us that have put our faith in the woken Dendru will be saved, but we must act swiftly. What do you mean the decks on MTG are spicy? My mind is clouded. Dark. I see it and it sees me. All of me. Outer Finium is the answer. It must be. I will not forget those who helped me, horticulturist. Petals in this flower can be brewed to create an antidote to Dendro's miasma, a deadly poison that causes the blood to slowly turn black, eventually resulting in a painful death. I feel like I just looked at Solomon Scepter. That's almost done. What do you smell like? You don't know me. Sweet rhubarb. What did I say about this one? Okay, I'm gonna try this one. I'm also gonna try this one. I don't think it is. Yeah. No. Okay. Go back and try this card. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Well, maybe it was. Failed. I'm gonna try the Mountain Peak. don't understand. This is the only place that caught that, like, frost is. Give up. Out of curiosity, can I use this on these? So much. Okay, let's try this again. Somewhere in these woods. It's got it. Oh. Don't joke. The magpie sees me before I see it. I do not know how long it has been watching me, but I can tell that it is interested in my movements. A strange sensation creeps over me, and I feel an urge to leave this place, but not before collecting a plant for further study. One for sorrow. Turning to leave, I see another magpie and another plant I've never seen before. Two for joy. Neither one of you look like the plants I need. I don't know. No, I said inspect. I said inspect. Can you maybe use this size? Nope. Can we use it on it while it's up there? by you. I don't understand. Am I supposed to like activate you or turn you on? Did I not read the instructions? I don't understand. You're already assembled. What else do I need? I have perfected a device designed to use extract from the plant in this concert viewing window in order to permit the use it. I'm not understanding. I feel like there's something I need to turn on with it or do with it. Does it have something to do with this card? Do I have to put a plant on? Oh! What is that? How would I have known to do that? Where was that popping up at? Is that anything special here? Oh. Well, look at my luck. What plant did I just obtain? This one. This one looks like. Yeah, that's not the one I just obtained. Oh, no, it's this one. This is one of these things. Is not like the other. There we go. Weird that it wouldn't label that one. So, do I have to activate this every... Oh, no, it's just... activated now? Well, let's see. Is there any other place that I'm missing? Or is it just that one? Funny to just press through. A huge tree stands before me, impossibly tall, wide, and bigger than I could ever imagine any living thing might be. It bends its branches up towards the sky. Hmm. Okay, I guess I don't necessarily need. Oh, is there a reason that you are lighting up? Let me grab this. Okay. Let's get back to it. My mom was into horticulture. I found this among her things. Golden light, that's a plant, right? I'm not sure what long Meg could mean though. Is that another plant? Anyway, I thought you should have it just in case it's any help. Well, thanks. Golden light, start at long Meg. It's time for another journey. We're going on an adventure. No, I didn't mean to do that! I didn't mean to press that. It was accidental. Okay. While I'm waiting for this, I'm going to step away for 1 second. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. And my will to explore is back, so I can actually press the correct area that I want to go to. Okay. Golden light. Golden light, golden light, golden light. Start at Long Meg. S3. It doesn't go to S. Oh, South 3, East 2. Okay, start at Long Meg. Where is Long Meg? Long Meg. Long Meg. What is this? There's not even a name. Is Meg short for something? What? I don't understand. Oops. Our little trusty microphone last thing. This one's a little difficult. Long neck. Long neck. Okay, so I looked this one up. Apparently, this one involves you knowing that in the architecture of the stone circle, Long Meg is the name of one of the stones in it. So if I would have known that, I would have been able to do it. So that was like, this is like a historical piece of information that apparently we needed to know before picking up this game. Just a little tidbit there. So at the stone circle, we're going to go south 3, 1, 2, 3, and east 2, 1, 2. The river is in its youth here, flowing swiftly through the rocks with melodic gurgle. Among the tall grasses that line the river bank is much more unusual looking flower. I'm not completely clueless when it comes to like history and stuff, but I guess like historical architectures I'm not the most savvy in. Okay. The amulet. I can't remove it and it's drawing the life from me. Interesting. Sometimes called witch's remedy, the long verkund is believed to lift curses. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. Okay, so right away we have this one that has small leaves that grow in pairs along the stem. I'm pretty sure that's the only one that we have that's like that right now. So we're gonna give this one a go. Yay. I'll save that lady's life. Use of... Okay, we got a new plant page. We're gonna put this on the plant. Oh, we have officially run out of the room. So I'm just gonna start down here. Alright. It's good to see you, my friend. I've been on the road so long, I'd started to wonder if you were still on the other end of the letters I've been sending. Sure have been. I'm back in town for a few days, though, and I wanted to give you these before I forgot. I found them in the pocket of an overcoat that belonged to your uncle. I almost threw them away, but I thought the symbols on them might mean something to you. Hey! Okay. So, let's see here. I wonder if we're meant to put them in the order that it is on the board. This one, are we supposed to have them like touching? Are they supposed to overlap? I don't know. But also this one is like inverted. I hope that's not a problem. I mean, it does look like you're supposed to put them together. And then they were glowing up beforehand. No? So I put them like directly on it? Am I supposed to like... Does the order change? Because it does seem like the rips kind of go together. Like this one with this one. This one probably go on that end over here because it's got that chunk sticking out that the other ones don't. Am I supposed to like touch these? I don't understand. Nothing's popping up with them. Okay, I'll just take this one. I have no idea what any of this means, but it seems like something you might find interesting. I found it while cleaning off the nook off of the east wing. Made from the crushed petals of 3 distinctive plants. Baylock's elixir is a potent aid to memory, allowing those who drink it to ensure that they retain important information that they will never forget. Care must be taken after drinking, however, to avoid the fate of Grey Gale, who slowly lost her mind after taking Baylock's and staring at a blank wall for 12 hours. Okay. A young woman alone in the world, she was taken in by the sisterhood and given a home. It was a chance for redemption, a new start. Are you the other missing sister from the coven? I wonder. In Tibet, a noble elder, stood silently watching the starry skies. Let's see, Tibet. Nope. Some of these are getting to be a little bit tricky. Sorry, I've not heard of it. Neither have I. But I'll keep an eye out for you in the library. As long as you can get me some fever kiss, that is. Too many late nights at the library are taking their tolls. Guess what? I know which one fever kiss is. Because it's technically, I feel like, mistletoe. Boop. There's talk around town of a woman who wears a green mask of jade. There are all sorts of oddballs in Undermere, but that's certainly unusual. Foot candle. Hey, I know how to do these. We're going to backfoot. Where you at? We've got to line it up on the square. And then it's gonna be the one with the candle. The candle leads me east of Wastewater. To the north of the mighty Scafell Pike grazes the sky, the tallest peak in England. The challenge beckons me, perhaps another time. Got one. I have been talking to people around town trying to learn as much as I can about the beast that is rumored to have been seen in these parts. In the old world, they called this thing the Servant, but the people here seem to have forgotten that name. Except the group calling themselves the Seeds of Redemption. They are something I did not expect, and they have made it clear that they want me to stay away from the Servant. They seem to worship it, but I'm getting distracted by my geranthium supplies are low. A plant with powerful mind-altering abilities that those who inhale smoke from burning its long, sharp leaves elevate their awareness to levels otherwise unachievable. Some known geranthium as green-eyed, a name derived from the telltale sign of overdose, where Sir, you've got some mighty green eyes. Telltale sign of overdose, where even the whites of the eyes take on a green tint. Sir, you need to lay off the geranthium. Let's see here. It's long, sharp leaves. These kind of seem like long. I don't know if I call them sharp. Oh, I think it's this one. Let's give this one a try. Oh no! Well, that's the only one that I really have that has long, sharp leaves. I mean, I can look at this one. No. And this one just says it's red berries. Berries. Alright, I'm wondering if I have to go to get that card. I wonder, do you have to place these on the map somewhere? Focus on the card first. Into the noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. So did you do that from a mountaintop? I guess I would do it from a mountaintop. So like the highest peak there, which I mean would kind of look like this one, no? Let's try it. Nope, nothing there. Time to water me plants. Just start at the into Bay. A noble elder. Silently watch it open. Where'd the pot go? Try there again. Into Bay. Why are these all capital? Directional. So into Bay. North, east, south, south, west, south, south. I find myself on a patch of moorland surrounded by jagged peaks and menacing clouds. A distinctive plant stands out against the swatches of purple heather, and there, another. 2 new plants. Okay, let's see, do these plants resemble the Dranthium he is asking for? A plant with powerful mind-altering, sharp, long leaves. I don't think that either of these plants have sharp, long leaves. I don't want to waste another guess and like get my dread filled up. I don't want to have to do that puzzle again where my mind has shattered. I just don't understand where else I would find that at. We can go back to the map and try and travel. See if I didn't click on that other location that was shown on it. So maybe there? Let's see. The great tree was down here, but then there was one more up here somewhere. The tomb of the hunter. Which, yeah, I think that is here. Okay, the memorial bears the name Swaff Prior. It stirs a memory he was one of the Drear. Theirs is a lonely life at the mercy of a dangerous addiction. They build a tolerance to Dranthium sap in childhood that they might benefit from its potent effects, but they will die if they stop taking it. An unusual plant. These look like long shadows. Yes, they do. Let's see, does our little thingy thing snow too? Purple flowers, long thin leaves that bear surprisingly sharp edges. Well, here we go, sir. Alright. Let's get this one over here. So many plants without names. Okay, so I don't think I need this anymore, except for these thingies. Which I'm still not sure. We can put that back. And I don't understand, kind of, am I supposed to make an elixir, or I don't have the ability. This is coffee talk. Let's keep going. I crept around Blackcomb 2 nights ago in the pitch black. That eye bright is some potent stuff. I could see clear as day. Upon the fell, I found a shallow pit full of skulls. Some deer, fox, badger, and some human. There was the eerie silence about the place, and every part of me was screaming to get out of there. Back down on the flat, I heard a terrible noise like an axe maker's whetstone, but unmistakably animal. High on the ridgeline, I saw a cowled woman wearing a jade mask watching me, and beside her something dark and human and bloody huge. I don't mind admitting that I'm out of my depth on this one. I'll need to speak to Verona again. While I'm here, I'll grab some wild coal for my pounding head. Do I have this one? Wild coal. The purple berries are recommended by physicians in place of hair of the dog. Mentality as a tonic for those suffering the effects of drunk too much the night before. There are some who consider wild coal a sacred plant, perhaps owing to its rarity, and claim that it has bad luck to pick berries from it. I feel like it's this one, the other one. The only other 2 fruit plants that I have is this one, and they don't resemble that. Alright. Well, let's keep going. My son is very sick. Someone told me about a mushroom that produces a thick milky liquid that will help relieve his stomach pains. Okie dokie. I'm willing to try anything. It's this red one over here. That's the only mushroom I have that produces a liquid like that. Where's the mushroom over here? Here we go. Okay. Verona, well, poor Reuben, he looks a little worse for the wear this morning. He took hard when his wife died and never did quite give up the drink. I think I know what ritual was performed at the stone circle. It all adds up. It was a summoning spell. Someone called to something across the void and tried to bring it here, and with the state of that body all torn to shreds, I'd say they succeeded. And then the gilded dendra. That really got me thinking. I found this in Dr. Worthing's bestiary, a little light reading for you. I'm heading to Grisdale Forest again. The Sisterhood will know more. Nope, I didn't mean to go that way. It has many names. Some call it the woken dendron, believing it to be related in some way to the deadly gilded dendron plant. Others call it the night stalker, the the hyasma, or miasma, I think that might be an M, or the dread, but the most common name for it is in the shires is the servant. You'll have heard of it in children's songs such as The Keep of the Fire Burning and The Servant and Master, and there are hints of it in older stories, but nobody alive has seen it in the flesh. It is said that the dead ground northeast of Tibet, where nothing but black Digitus mortis grows, was caused when the servant last walked our lands hundreds of years ago. Should we check out northeast of Tibet real quick? Northeast. Blackened ground, known as the dead man's field. Dark mushrooms protrude from the soil like 5 fingers. So that one's good. And we will end the day. Every day she's attentively followed the teachings of Arda. Every day she patiently performed the tasks given to her. Every day thoughts of the book itched away at the back of her mind. Okay, so we've got a nice crisp blank card. In reference to your question the other day about the long neck, I'm afraid I do not have an answer, but Cowder Abbey has a wealth of knowledge on local lore. If you ever go there, the monks will request a plant from you, but they won't tell you what they want, a sort of test. They never allowed me to look through their stacks. Cowder all the way over here. Small window opens within a much larger oak door. From the darkness within, a voice proclaims, "Only a friend may enter." Only a friend may enter. Shut and only a friend. universal. It's thought to have protective properties and is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Produce flowers and many petals. Alright. Button. There we go. An offering is considered to represent a contract of friendship between strangers. Which one's not fun? I think it is this one, yes. Here you go. The hatch snaps shut and both doors swing inward slowly without a sound. I am ushered in by a man wearing a plain brown robe. He nods silently when I ask about Longmake and leads me through the abbey to a small library filled with scrolls and books. Without a word, he pauses for a moment, surveying, before selecting a scroll and handing it to me. Regarding Longmake, there's... Oops. Oh... I guess if I would have just waited, I would have gotten that information instead of jumping the gun on it. There's a stone circle north of Undermere, according to a local legend. Some hundreds, perhaps even thousands of years ago, witch known as Long Meg lived nearby along with her daughters. They were wild goddess people who practiced evil magic until one night they went too far, and Meg and her daughters were turned to stone. The tall stone that stands apart from the main circle is called Long Lake. Hey, I think I'm about 3/4 of the way through. Um, that sounds about right. This is sort of trying my patience again. If the old Arda was around, but she's not, they've kept secrets for hundreds of years. If ever was the time to share them, it is now. They know of a way to defeat the servants, some ritual or weapons or something, but their stubborn pride won't bring them to ask for help. This game is really stunning. I love it. I started streaming it yesterday. I think I played for about 3 hours yesterday and about 3 hours today. I think I'll take some mountain asteroid with me. Okay. A large cup like flowers produce a damp, stale smell. It's a cup like flower. I started streaming yesterday for this game. I streamed Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and today. Yeah. Sunday and Monday where it takes, or, is this seat taken? And Tuesday was, I started Strange Horticultures, and then today I am. It's a fun game. It's a little, bits of it are a little challenging to try and figure out, but it's fun. Mountain Aster promotes an aura of confidence and persuasiveness. The large cup-like flowers produce a stale, damp smell. I definitely don't have any flowers that are public. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna say it has to do with something about these. I'm gonna put this down here. We're gonna put this here. Okay. Yeah, is this I streamed that one on Sunday and Monday. Am I supposed to like over top of it? I tried that already though. And it didn't work. I think it has something to do with this, but I don't know how to rotate it. Wait, did that just lock into place? Yeah, it's really fun. It's short, sweet, and it is addicting. So this one? Nope. It's interesting because it seemed like they were locking into place. I mean, it's just because I have it up here. And that one went down further. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed if you do end up buying it. I'm not understanding what I'm supposed to be doing with these, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with having to get this plant. Like, nearly certain. I know that these two go together. For sure. Is there an up or down? And then, like, I think these two go together. That ripped piece right there. This is the one that's, like, kind of throwing me off. there any, like, snippets or anything that I'm missing? Did that do anything? This is really bothering me that this is downwards and that's up. There are some buttons with strange symbols on them hidden on my desk. Oh! You can click them! Okay. So, I'm putting these two together. They belong together. I think these ones belong together. This one I'm a little uncertain about. Or maybe this one? Oh no, that looks like a better match. And then this one. This one? Doesn't really line up. Oh. Okay. Well, look at that. Okay, so this one. Hey, look at that. Well, there's a lot up there. Another plant paper. Another plant paper. And a coin. I think that's everything from there. We can go back in now. And I think we can get rid of these. don't want them in my letters area. I want them discarded. He's like standing there for an eternity. I think I might be done with you as well. Okay. A Briar's disc, often called a smuggler's disc, is a simple device that can be used to send coded messages. The location of cached cargo, for example. The principle is cunningly straightforward, but the code is undecipherable to prying eyes. Both parties must be in possession of a disc of identical size with the same symbols etched around the edge and a map. To encode a location, you would then place the disc over some named point on the map nearby and note whichever symbol is pointing to the location. It may be necessary to string multiple symbols together, but you can use this method to reach any other point of the map as required. Place the disc over the same named point on the map. Rossford. Is there Gosford? There is a Gosford. There's one. Too straightforward to just put a tree. Do we think crow? Or the wine glass? I also didn't check this one. Maybe I'm jumping the gun. I don't think so. Black Hall Road, Kendall? I guess let's try Kendall first. Find the medicinal herbology shop off the Black Road. I know you, says the man behind the counter. Robert Farrell, presumably. You're the owner of Strange Horticulture. 2 hours later, after a lengthy and engaging discussion covering a variety of botanical subjects, we decide on a trade. It turns out Robert is a collector of unusual fungi, and I have just the thing for him. Copper. Which fungi are you? This plant has a rejuvenation effect, but most who have tried to benefit from its properties have come to realize that it's a curse, not a blessing. Though you may appear younger, you will quickly become more fragile and bitter. Okay, there's 2 possibilities, but I'm thinking it's this one based off of the inner shape. 3 new plants. Hey, it's the cup-looking one. That's definitely it. We can put these on over here. And this one over here. Okay. What is that? What is it doing? I have finished the designs you asked me to work on. Be very careful in wrapping these. Some of the glasswork is quite delicate, and I have taken great care transporting them. Hey, look at that. Where do I do that? Oh, okay, cool. So I can... Made from crushed petals of 3 distinctive plants. Baylock's elixir. Are we going off looks alone? I don't think you'd use that one for that. Let's see. This is unknown still. What is this one? Mellow glow. Pass unnoticed. They're not invisible. Looks like there's nine petals on there. This one has too many. It doesn't look cool. Let's see. Maiden Sorrow. Well, I'm gonna say this is definitely one. Let's try it. No, you get dread on there too? I want to, let me see. Anderson's Guide to Fatal Fungi and the Antidote. Sometimes fatal can usually be cured by taking comfort and boiled vinegar. Sunset mountain cap, generally not fatal in small doses. Okay. But I want to try and figure out this one. So I'm thinking this is not the right power. Let us see. Nope, that's the poison. We don't want to use that one. I guess it doesn't hurt to look at its entry. No. Don't want to use that one. Lady of Summer. Oh, this might be a good one. No, of course. I'm going to say this one is 100% correct. I guess it could be this one I'm messing up. Right, I'll hold off on this one. knew Arda wouldn't like me being in here, but the forest is in danger. I spoke with Verona Green earlier. It's bad. If the Dendria has woken, then it'll come for us. We must place an offering at the altar of Arjuana. There it is. It seems Beth has been able to keep her fellow sisters away from this part of the forest for now, at least. The trees are thick here, old too. The altar seems to belong here as much a part of the forest as gnarled trunks and twisting roots. I must place an offering to the goddess Arjuana. I remember seeing something about the offering. I think it was universal. Well, I think we definitely want to try for this one. Produces flowers with many petals. Universal. I'm gonna come back. I'm being harassed by loonies shouting about the redemption, saying they're going to set it free. Whatever the hell that means. Well, they can take their seeds of whatever woken something or other nonsense and stick it where the sun don't shine. I'm not joining their damn cult. I just want to tend my garden in peace. I'm looking for some lark shine to drive them away if they come around again. This would be this one. Time she learned that the sisterhood had secrets, or had she always known that? Had she come to them by chance, or had she sought them out deliberately? She wasn't sure, but by now she knew what she wanted, and she would do anything to get it. Alright, I guess that is a good place to stop for tonight. Thank you for coming out and joining me. I will be streaming again tomorrow. And we'll be streaming this again. I'll probably be streaming it until I finish it, but I don't see it taking the whole stream, but I don't know. Because I think the average run time was 6 hours, and we're, I think, a bit past that, or maybe just under it. I'm not sure. Anyways, so yep. Thank you all, and good night, good morning, good day, wherever you're. Thank you again. I'll see you guys tomorrow.